Welcome to Tumal online classes. See students. So in the previous class we have started that multiplicative of complex numbers and we have studied that some properties. So see the next properties in the multiplicative of complex numbers. So in the next property, the existence of multiplicative inverse. The existence of multiplicative inverse. So how to calculate this multiplicative inverse is here. If we are taking a non-zero complex number, z is equal to a plus ib, where a not equal to 0 and b not equal to 0, we have the complex number a by a square plus b square plus I into minus b by a square plus b square. A by a square plus b square plus I into minus b by a square plus b square, denoted by 1 by z or z inverse. 1 by z or z inverse, called the multiplicative inverse of z such that z into 1 by z is equal to 1. So what they are saying that this is called 1 by z. Z into 1 by z is a 1, yes or no? If you can cancel both, you will get the 1. That is the, what is this? This is the multiplicative identity. If you have multiplied the two complex numbers, if you will get the multiplicative identity 1, then we say that the second complex number is called the multiplicative inverse of the first complex number. So z into 1 by z is equal to 1, meaning is this is the multiplicative inverse of z. So what is the 1 by z? 1 by z is here, a by a square plus b square plus I into minus b by a square plus b square. So you have doubt. So sir, 1 by z how it will become like this one? See here, see that if z is equal to, let z is equal to a plus ib, z is equal to a plus ib, then 1 by z is equal to, what is the 1 by z? That is nothing but 1 by a plus ib. Yes or no? So that is equal to 1 by a plus ib. In the denominator, complex number is there. You can rationalize with a minus ib by a minus ib. So in the denominator a plus ib is there. What I am doing that, multiply and divide with a minus ib. If you can cancel these two, nothing will happen. So there is no worry to term here. So see that one. What is the 1 by z? 1 by z is equal to 1 by a plus ib. So that is equal to 1 by a plus ib. Just I am multiplying and dividing with a minus ib. So what happens? So multiply the two terms here, a minus ib by, it is in the form of a plus b into a minus b, yes or no? If you can multiply these two, you will get a square minus b square. So that is a square minus, what is the b value? B value is ib whole square. A and this total term is b. It is in the form a plus b. It is in the form a minus b. In the form of b, you have ib is there. So what happens? That is a minus ib by a square minus, so ib whole square is nothing but I square into b square, I square into b square. What happens here? See that one, that is equal to a minus ib by a square minus I square value is a minus 1 into b square, so it will become minus b square. I square value is minus 1 into b square, that is a minus b square. So that is equal to, what happens? A minus ib by a square minus of minus, it will become plus b square. So you can split that one, a by a square plus b square, a by a square plus b square, a by a square plus b square plus I into minus b by a square plus b square. So see the students, that z is equal to a plus ib, then what is the 1 by z? 1 by z is nothing but 1 by a plus ib. 1 by a plus ib is nothing but a by a square plus b square plus I into minus b by a square plus b square. So 1 by z is the multiplicative inverse of z. Or understand that? So if anyone is given that if a plus ib is one complex number, what is the multiplicative inverse? Multiplicative inverse is nothing but a by a square plus b square plus I into minus b by a square plus b square. So this is the condition. See the next property, what is that one is the distributive law for any three complex numbers. This is the property, just to multiply that. So what is that one is? If z1, z2, z3 are three complex numbers, so then what is the distributive law? Distributive law is nothing but you have to multiply over the addition. So that is nothing but z1 into z2 plus z3. z1 into z2 plus z3. What is the distributive is z1 into z2 plus z1 into z3. Next, similarly, the distributive law, once again you can apply that. z1 plus z2 into z3. How can you written that? z1 into z3 plus z2 into z3. So that is called the distributive law. So see students, in the algebra of complex numbers, we are already discussed about of the addition of complex numbers and difference of complex numbers and multiplication of complex numbers, and we are studying some properties. Here we are going to discuss about of the division of two complex numbers. So here I will take that given any two complex numbers z1 and z2, comma this z2 is not equal to 0. z1 and z2 are two complex numbers and z2 is not equal to 0. Then the quotient, that is z1 by z2, is defined as z1 by z2 is equal to z1 into 1 by z2. This is the meaning of z1 by z2. So what is the division of two complex numbers is z1 and z2 are two complex numbers and z2 is not equal to 0. z1 by z2 is nothing but z1 by z2 you can written as z1 into 1 by z2. So for example you can see that, see some example here. I will take some example. Let z1 is equal to 6 plus 3i and z2 is equal to 2 minus I. So here I will take that z1 by z2. What is the meaning of z1 by z2 and how to calculate the division of the two complex numbers? That is nothing but 6 plus 3i by z2 is nothing but 2 minus I. So what we will do that one, in the denominator you have 2 minus I is there. So what we will do that one, we will multiply and divide with 2 plus I. In the denominator it is the 2 minus I, multiply and divide with 2 plus I. What happens here? That is equal to 6 plus 3I into 2 plus I by, in the denominator, a minus b into a plus b form. A minus b into a plus b you can written as a square minus b square. So that is in the numerator, if you can multiply with the 6 here, the two terms, what you will get that? So that is nothing but 6 into 2, that is nothing but the 12 plus 6 into I, that is nothing but 6i. Next multiply with 3i here, 3i into 2, that is also nothing but the 6i. 3i plus I, that is a 3i into I, that is nothing but a 3i square by 2 square, that is nothing but the 4 minus I square value is nothing but a minus 1. So that implies 12 plus 6i plus 6i, that is nothing but the 12i plus 3 into I square value is a minus 1 by 4 minus of minus, it will become plus 1. So that implies 12 plus 12i minus 3 by 5. You can take it as 1 minus 3, that is nothing but the 9 plus 12i by 5. So you can written in the form 9 by 5 plus I into 12 by 5. So this is the division. So what we have to do that? Z1 and Z2 are two complex numbers. So what is the meaning of Z1 by Z2? So you have to take in this form and just multiply and divide with the conjugate term, that is the 2 minus I, just multiply and divide with the conjugate, that is nothing but the 2 plus I by 2 2 plus I. Just multiply and divide. Just multiply the numerator and as well as we multiply the denominator also. Just to simplify that, you will get the answer is 9 by 5 plus I into 12 by 5. See students, the powers of I. How to calculate the powers of I is here already. So how to calculate the different powers? So see that one. So what is the, already we know that I square. What is that? We know that I square is equal to minus 1. I square is equal to minus 1. So see that one. I cube. What is I cube? I cube can be written as I square into I. So I square value is a minus 1 into I. It will become minus I. That's all. I cube. You can written as I square into I. So I square value is minus 1. Minus 1 into I. It will become minus I. So similarly, you can take I power 4. What is the I power 4? I power 4 can be written as I square whole square. So that is equal to minus 1 whole square. So that is equal to 1. Similarly, I power 5. What is the I power 5? I power 5 is nothing but I cube into I square. Otherwise, you can take in this method also. What is that way? I power 5 you can written as I power 4 plus 1. So that is I power 4 into I. That's all. So I power 4 you are already calculated 1 into I. So the value is I. So next I power 6. What is that? I power 4 plus 2. So that is I power 4 into I square. So I power 4 value is 1. I square value is minus 1. So it will become minus 1. So I power 7. What is this? I power 4 plus 3. So that is equal to I power 4 into I cube. So what happens? I power 4 is 1 into I cube. I cube value is minus I. So it will become minus I. I power 8. What is I power 8? I power 8 is nothing but I power 4 whole square. I power 4 whole square. I power 4 value is 1 square. So that is equal to 1. So see that students once again. So already we know that I square value is a minus 1. I cube. How can you written that I cube? I cube can be written as I square into I. I square value is a minus 1 into I. It will become minus I. So I power 4. How can you written that I power 4? I square whole square. Already I know that I square value is a minus 1 whole square. It will become the 1. I power 5 you can written as I power 4 plus 1. That meaning is I power 4 into I. So I power 4 is nothing but 1 into I. It will become the I only. So I power 6. I power 4 plus 2. So I power 4 into I square. So I power 4 value is 1. I square value is minus 1. So 1 into minus 1 it will become the minus 1. So I power 7. I power 7 you can written as I power 4 plus 3. That meaning is I power 4 into I cube. I power 4 value is 1 and I cube value is minus I. So that is it will become minus I. So I power 8. So I power 8. I power 4 whole square. I power 4 value is 1. 1 square is nothing but 1 only. All are understood? And also see this one. I power minus 1. What is the I power minus 1? I power minus 1 is 1 by I. So 1 by I you can written as, you can rationalize that I by I power minus 1 meaning is 1 by I. So you can multiply and divide with I. What happens? So that is I by I square. So I by I square is minus 1. So it will become minus I. So I power minus 1. I power minus 1 value is minus I. See that? I power minus 1 is 1 by I. That is you can rationalize with I. You can multiply that I by I square. So that is I by I square value is minus 1. It will become minus I. So similarly I power minus 2. What is that? I power minus 2 is nothing but 1 by I square. I power minus 2 is 1 by I square. So that is equal to 1 by I square value is a minus 1. So it will become minus 1. So I power minus 3. What is this? 1 by I power cube. That is 1 by I cube. So that is nothing but already you know that I cube value is minus I. So it will become minus I. So if the minus I you can rationalize with I, what happens? So that is equal to I by minus I square. So that is equal to I by minus of I square value is a minus 1. So it will become I. By minus of minus it will become 1. So it will become the I only. So similarly I power minus 4. What is the I power minus 4? It is nothing but I power 1 by I power 4. So that is I power 4 is 1. So it will become the 1 only. So I power minus 1 is a 1 by I. What is the 1 by I value? 1 by I value is a minus I. I power minus 2 is nothing but 1 by I square. 1 by I square value is a minus 1. So it will become minus 1. I power minus 3. I power minus 3 is nothing but 1 by I cube. So I cube value is a minus I. In the denominator I is there, just rationalize with I. Just multiply and divide with I. So you will get a I value. I power minus 4 is 1 by I power 4. I power 4 value is 1. So it will become 1 only. For any integer, k, see this one, I power 4k, that value will become the 1 only. See here, I power 4 is 1, I power 8 is 1. Why? Because 8 is a multiple of 4. Are you understand that? So I power minus 4, that is also equal to 1. So I power is a multiple of 4, automatically that value will become the 1 only. And also you can see here I power 4k plus 1. What is this? I power 4k into I. So I power 4k is 1 into I. So that is equal to I only. I power 4k plus 1 value is I. And also I power 4k plus 2. What is this? I power 4k into I square. So I power 4k value is 1 into I square value is minus 1. So it will become minus 1. So I power 4k value is 1. I power 4k plus 1 value is I. I power 4k plus 2 value is minus 1 and so on. So see some concepts here for the powers of I. So we will use these conditions in the problems. First I square is a minus 1, I cube is a minus I power 4 is a 1, I power 5 is I power 6 is a minus 1, I power 7 is a minus I power 8 is a 1. I power minus 1 is a minus I power minus 2 is a minus 1, I power minus 3 is I power minus 4 is a 1. And the powers of I is the multiples of 4. I power 4k, it is a multiple of 4, it will become 1. I power 4, I power 8, I power 16, I power 12, I power 20, all these numbers are 1. I power 4k plus 1, for example I power 5, I power 4 plus 1, yes or no? So it will become I power 4k plus 2, I power 6, I power 4 plus 2. So that value will become the minus 1 only. I power 6 is the minus 1 only. Understand that? So these are the powers of I. So next we can see that some identities here. So in the real numbers we know that some formulas. Not only the real numbers, we can prove that identities with the complex numbers also. So here I am going to prove one identity and we can see the remaining identities also. We prove that the following identity z1 plus z2 whole square is equal to z1 square plus 2z1 z2 plus z2 square. So it is in the form of a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Yes or no? So in the complex numbers we are proving that one. So for all the complex numbers. So I will give the proof here. So see that one. So I need that z1 plus z2 whole square. What is the meaning of z1 plus z2? Meaning the whole square is nothing but z1 plus z2 into z1 plus z2. Yes or no? So what I will do that one, I know the distributive law. In the previous one we have given the distributive law. What is that one? First multiply with Z1. So what happens? Z1 plus Z2 into Z1 plus multiply with Z2 also this bracket. What happens? That is Z1 plus Z2 into Z2. What is the formula we are applying here? Distributive law. Distributive law we are applying here. Next, once again I am applying the distributive law. What is that? Multiply. Here once again what we will get there? That is Z1 into Z1. It is Z1 square plus Z2 Z1 plus multiply. Here what we will get that? So Z1 Z2 plus Z2 whole square. This is also distributive law. Once again I apply the distributive law. So that implies Z1 square. Already we know that this is Z1 into Z2 is equal to Z2 into Z1. I am already given this condition. Okay. So we will use that condition here. Z2 into Z1 we can written as Z1 Z2 plus Z1 Z2 plus Z2 whole square. So we can take it as Z1 square, Z1 Z2 plus Z1 Z2. That is nothing but the 2 Z1 Z2 plus Z2 whole square. So what we can request that? Therefore Z1 plus Z2 whole square we can written as Z1 square plus 2 Z1 Z2 plus Z2 square. In the already we know this is in the real numbers. Already we know that a plus b whole square formula is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So similarly, the identities for some real numbers. So we will use the for complex numbers also. We can prove these conditions also very easily. But see that one here. Just we can try that. So it is in the form of a minus b whole square. What is a minus b whole square formula? Is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So Z1 and Z2 are the complex numbers. For all complex numbers, what we can prove that? Z1 square minus 2 Z1 Z2 plus Z2 whole square. So similarly, for the real numbers a plus b whole cube, what is the formula is a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. So here we are taking the complex numbers. Z1 plus Z2 whole cube. What is that one? Z1 cube plus 3 Z1 square into Z2 plus 3 Z1 Z2 whole square plus Z2 whole cube. So it is in the form of a plus b whole cube. For real numbers we can take the a comma b, but here Z1 and Z2 are the complex numbers. Some identities. So there are a lot of identities are there. We can prove in the what is the conditions we will prove in the real numbers. So in the complex numbers also we are going to prove here. So Z1 minus Z2 whole cube. What is the Z1 minus Z2 whole cube? It is in the form of a minus b whole cube. What is that one? A cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube. So in the place of a comma b, here we are taking the complex numbers Z1 minus Z2. So automatically Z1 cube minus 3 Z1 square into Z2 plus 3 Z1 into Z2 whole square minus Z2 whole cube. So already you know that a square minus b square for real numbers, a plus b into a minus b. Here Z1 square minus Z2 square is equal to Z1 plus Z2 into Z1 minus Z2. So we can try these questions. We will have to try this one. If you get, just post in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So just what you have to take that Z1 minus Z2 into Z1 minus Z2. We will get this condition. So this one Z1 plus Z2 whole cube. What we can do that one? Z1 plus Z2 whole square into Z1 plus Z2. So just multiply that. It is also same. This is take the RHS, multiply, you will get the LHS. So try these conditions. See students, see the next important condition in the complex numbers. So that is modulus and the conjugate of a complex number. So what is the modulus and the conjugate of a complex number? It is easy. See that one. If z is equal to a plus ib, z is equal to a plus ib is a complex number, then the modulus of z. What is the modulus of z? Modulus of z is denoted like this one and is defined to be a non-negative real number. What is the mod z? Mod z is nothing but modulus of the z is nothing but square root of a square plus b square. If z is equal to a plus ib, if z is equal to a plus ib, then mod z, modulus of the z is defined square root of a square plus b square. Square root of a square plus b square, that is called modulus of a complex number. And the conjugate, what is the conjugate of the complex number? And the conjugate of z denoted by z bar. How can you read that? Z bar. So is the complex number. It is also a complex number. So a minus ib. So if z is equal to a plus ib, then z bar is called conjugate of the complex number. It is a minus ib. That is z bar is equal to a minus ib. If z is equal to a plus ib, then z bar is equal to a minus ib. If z is equal to a minus ib, then z bar will become a plus ib. So what is the term is that the I coefficient, if it is a positive, it will become negative. If it is a negative, then you will get a positive only. Okay. So see some examples, you can understand that. See some examples here. So that is a mod 3 plus 4i. So what is the mod 3 plus 4i? It is in the form of a plus bi or ib. So a value is 3 and b value is 4. What it will become? Square root of 3 square plus 4 square. So what happens? That is nothing but square root of 9 plus 16. So the value will become root 25. The value is 5. So similarly, I will take that 3 plus 4i. What is the conjugate of this complex number? The conjugate of this complex number, it will become 3 minus 4i. Similarly, you can take that one more. I will take that mod 3 minus 4i. So what is that? Square root of a square plus, what is the b? B is a minus 4. So what we will take? A minus b whole square. So a minus ib. So a value is 3, b value is minus 4. So minus 4 whole square. What happens? That is equal to square root of 9 plus 16. So that is equal to square root of 25. That is also 5. Similarly, 3 minus 4i. So what is the conjugate? What is the conjugate of this one? That is nothing but 3 minus of minus, it will become plus 4i. 3 minus 4i. The conjugate of this complex number, it will become 3 plus 4i. If it is a plus is given, it will become minus. If it is a minus is given, it will become the plus. What is changed? Only the I coefficient will be changed. That's all. Only the I coefficient. Compare only the I coefficient. If I coefficient is negative, it will become plus. If it is a positive, it will become the negative. That's all. Are understand that? So mod a plus ib is nothing but root of a square plus b square. Mod a plus ib bar is nothing but a minus ib. So this is the modulus of a complex number and the conjugate of a complex number. And also some important condition we are already discussed in the multiplicative inverse. So in the multiplicative inverse of a non-zero complex number z is given by, already we have taken 1 by z. Yes or no? The multiplicative inverse of z is 1 by z. So we will give some condition here. What is that condition? Z inverse is equal to 1 by z. 1 by z. What is the 1 by z? 1 by z is nothing but 1 by a plus ib. Yes or no? So 1 by a plus ib, what we will do that one? 1 by a plus ib into a minus ib by a minus ib. So what it will become? A minus ib by a square plus b square. Yes or no? A plus ib into a minus ib, it will become a square plus b square. Why? Because I square value is minus 1, so it will become the plus 1. We are already proved that in the multiplicative inverse. So that implies z inverse is nothing but 1 by z is equal to, see the condition students, if z is equal to a plus ib, a minus ib by a square plus b square. See some condition I am deriving here. 1 by z is equal to a minus ib called z bar. A minus ib is called z bar, and a square plus b square is mod z whole square. Mod z whole square. Why? Because mod z is root of a square plus b square. Mod z square is root of a square plus b square. Yes or no? So a square plus b square value is mod z whole square. Mod z value is root of a square plus b square. Mod z square value is a square plus b square. So a square plus b square you can written as mod z whole square. From this one, we will take the cross multiply and take this term to this side and take this z to that side. What we can written as mod z whole square you can written as z into z bar. So this is the one more condition we will use. So z bar whole square. What is the z bar whole square? Z bar whole square is nothing but z into z bar. Z into z bar. So that is called mod z whole square. And also in the complex numbers we will use some simple properties here. See that one about the modulus and the conjugator. So modulus of z1 and z2. Modulus of z1 and z2. So modulus of z1 and z2 you can written as mod z1 into mod z2. Mod of z1 z2 you can written as mod z1 into mod z2. So mod of z1 by z2 you can written as mod z1 by mod z2, where mod z2 is not equal to 0. Z2 value is non-zero complex number. Z1 Z2 bar is nothing but Z1 bar into Z2 bar. Z1 Z2 whole bar you can written as Z1 bar into Z2 bar. Z1 plus or minus Z2 whole bar. Z1 plus or minus Z2 whole bar you can written as Z1 bar plus or minus Z2 bar, and Z1 by Z2 whole bar. Z1 by Z2 whole bar you can written as Z1 bar by Z2 bar, and Z2 is not equal to 0. So these are conditions we will use in the objective questions also. This condition also we will use in the objective. Okay. See these are conditions, and see these conditions also it is important we will use in the questions. Okay.